Boys, let's face it, the only reason you ever wanted to play the guitar is to impress the baddies in bikinis. You know, the girls that seem to appear in any of Steel Panther or Warren's music video. You want to melt people's faces. They listen for the 12th time of you ripping apart the fretboard and set it ablaze as you play the tapping section to Eddie Van Halen's Eruption. So you want to play guitar, huh? You want to be surrounded by beautiful women every night, just like how the movie Shook 'Em Dead has portrayed the side effects of being too good at guitar. Or making the deal with the devil will lead you to be. Come on, we all know that playing guitar is a scam. The only people that you are ever gonna attract are the bros. Hey man, cool licks. Girls are only attracted to Ed Sheeran. So unless you're a redhead, play guitar and sing at the same time, you're not gonna have much luck with the ladies, I'm afraid. But don't worry. If you don't have a girlfriend and you can't shred on the guitar, I can change that. After watching this video, you will no longer be a kissless virgin. You will be a kissless virgin who is a guitar turbo shred master who does nothing but shred on the guitar every damn day. In this episode, I'm gonna show you how to become a shred god. Yeah! So first thing first, you need a guitar. Some fingers, this is optional. Long hair. Hatred for the mainstream media. Lots of pent-up anger at society. Oh wait, this isn't a tutorial for being an emo. Lots of procrastination from avoiding doing uni assignments. Depression. Now you're all set for being a guitar shred master. Before becoming a guitar god, there's some licks that you must learn. They are the basic foundation of the guitar. They're essential, if you will. And you must learn them all. This is non-negotiable. Don't be fooled. These licks require a great deal of dexterity and one must be very disciplined to learn them all in their entirety and play them exactly how they're meant to be played. All jokes aside, there is no such thing that you must learn to get better at guitar. You should only play a song if you actually like it, otherwise there's no point learning it. These were my favorite songs when I first started out and they were my introduction to rock and roll, heavy metal and eventually shred guitar. Pick songs that are challenging to learn, but are also enjoyable. This will keep you motivated. Legends say that if you go to bed with a metronome every night, you'll wake up with perfect rhythm and you'll be able to play lightning fast. I don't get it. People always say in order to play fast, you must play slowly to the metronome over and over again. I think it's bullshit. Stop playing like a little bitch if you want to play fast. I'm gonna say it once and I'll say it once only. In order to play fast, you must play fast. All the time. There's no excuse. Okay, hear me out. I'm not telling you to pick the fastest, hardest song to play and expect to play fast instantly. No, there's a correct way to do this. You can play fast too, but here's the trick. In segments. If you have a big solo, you can break them into smaller segments and try to shred through them. Say you want to learn Far Beyond the Sun by Yngwie Malmsteen on the guitar. How would you go about learning it? Well, I break the songs down into little segments. There's this descending F harmonic minor scale run that goes like this. How would you go about learning this lick? Well, when I first started out, I just focused on playing really fast between the E and the B string. So it goes like this. So I got really comfortable with playing that, and then I started to incorporate more strings into the lick. And once you get good at playing in short bursts like that, you start to put more strings into it until eventually you can play the whole lick. I think you get the idea. Once you get comfortable with playing the lick and you can play it by yourself comfortably all the time, then you can start playing to the song. That's when you get your metronome out. But it's very important to develop this sense of internal rhythm. It will develop with time, but basically it's how you can play in time without a drummer. And I mean it. If you spend more than 2 hours on a lick, then you really should give up on it. And come back the next day. Don't burn your CNS out playing a little lick that no one will remember. You've got better things to do, like reading a book, or figuring out the mysteries of the universe, or whatever. What I suggest is, go learn something else, or better yet, do something else completely unrelated to guitar and come back to it later. I've found from experience that if I could just focus on playing a segment for about half an hour, then leave it and return to it the next day, I could almost play it exactly how I had intended to play it. I know it may sound counterintuitive, but taking a break, giving your CNS time to recuperate and ready to fire up again the next day really makes a difference. Trust me on this one, all of you hardcore guitarists out there who plays guitar non-stop and never take a break to shower or to eat. You need to stop. We all know the mantra that every guitarist tells a beginner. Practice, practice, practice. Well, I'm gonna tell you something else. Practice, take a break, do something else, then practice again. There are lots of ways to shred on your guitar, and once you have mastered these basic techniques, it's going to accelerate your learning process. You'll be able to learn songs that require shredding much faster if you know how to alternate pick, economy pick, sweep picking, hammer on pull-offs. You may even want to learn tapping if you plan on being a complete shred god. But how do you learn these skills? Don't just search up a random exercise and try to play it like a tool. We all know that this sounds like ass, and you will never actually use it when making your own solo. Instead, I would recommend you to jump straight into learning the song from your favorite guitarist or bands. Firstly, it helps to keep you motivated because you actually like hearing it. Secondly, you're actually playing something that has context and not just a bunch of notes put together. You can actually steal these licks and ideas and incorporate into your own playing if you come across a similar chord progression or whatever. I cannot recommend enough that you check out Ben Higgins' 30 Guitarists in One Solo, as I have discovered many of my favorite guitarists from that solo alone. What I really liked is how he has captured the essence of all of these guitarists in a short 4-minute guitar solo. If you're up to the challenge of learning the whole solo, you will be well versed in guitar shredding by then. I will do a separate video on different techniques later, but in the meantime, I would recommend you to check out Troy Grady's Cracking the Code.
But there was more. If those patterns always started on downstrokes, then that meant that they always ended on upstrokes.
On YouTube. Basically, he talks about how guitarists like Yngwie and Eric Johnson do their alternative picking and economy picking. Alternate is when the picking pattern never changes while you pick across the strings. It always alternates between up and down. While economy, like the name suggests, the type of picking that requires the least effort while moving from string to string. Sweeping is considered economy picking. There you have it, folks. I hope I didn't ramble on too much. To conclude, there are essentially 3 things that I want you to take out of this video. Maybe 4. Firstly, learn your favorite songs. You can't run without walking first. So if you're a beginner and want to do an impromptu shred straight out of the bat, it's gonna be very difficult. So pick the songs that you want to learn and learn them. Get comfortable with playing this instrument first. Secondly, to shred, meaning to play at high speed, you must also practice at high speed. Powerlifters don't just lift 5 kg dumbbell and expect to squat over 200 kg at the competition. It is a process of conditioning in which they gradually build strength over time, leading to the day they are able to lift that weight. Same thing with guitar, you play licks in bursts, very short segments at the desired tempo, then you string them together. Practice smart. Don't learn everything in one sitting. Don't spend over 2 hours trying to play something. Set small achievable goals and get them. Then take a break. If you can't play something right now, give up and come back later. You'll be able to play it eventually. Master the basic techniques. Again, visit your favorite guitarists and learn the solos. Check out 30 shredders in one solo. Watch Troy Gradian and his alternate picking and economy picking videos. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Like, comment and subscribe. Let me know in the comment what I should make next.